The file you are about to hear has been thoroughly scrutinized by the Ethics Committee and approved by the O5 Council for release to trusted associates of the Foundation. This is SCP Unredacted. Item number SCP-6381. Object Class Anomalous. Special Containment Procedures. The propagation of SCP-6381 is spurred on by the increasing Red Group population. In order to prevent this, remaining Blue Group operatives should attempt to apply logic to the actions of Red Group members, initiating conversation. Description: from an external human-centered perception, SCP-6381 is a logical irregularity. Internally, the anomaly presents itself as an understanding of otherwise illogical phenomena. The anomaly is a nerve cluster located throughout the small intestine, which an individual can be metaphysically inside or outside of. By metaphysically locating oneself inside the anomaly, one may express pro-apocalyptic ideation along with illogical behavior that they perceive as highly logical. Don't be fooled. Those who are inside the anomaly are classified as the Red Group, and those who are outside the anomaly are classified as the Blue Group. The following data logs are listed by subject, followed by action. Blue data logs. Dr. Tia wandered into the staff break room and got a coffee from the coffee machine. He then sat down at the table and drank it for 4 minutes. Dr. Tia spent 2 hours sitting at their desk, searching the internet for Gibbon videos. Dr. Tia was subsequently reprimanded. D-225 sat in their cell for 36 hours before they were brought out to perform a test. D-225 incinerated after death. Soda can emptied and thrown away to be recycled. Empty coffee cup emptied and thrown away to be recycled. Recycling center used to sort out incoming rubbish to their respective categories. Ballpoint pen was thrown away once the ink had run out. Paperwork shredded once it was deemed unimportant. Lab coat put on during research sessions and then taken off and hung up once the session has concluded. Contamination dealt with by D-Class personnel. Area 140. Personnel are not present at the location, as it would constitute a breach of containment. Break room sofa. Dirty and old from years of wear and tear. Standard humanoid containment cell. Contains humanoid SCPs. Ventilation system. Allows personnel to breathe properly. Cleaning agent. Used by personnel to remove contaminating chemicals. Glass of water. Has been sitting on a desk for a couple of weeks now, collecting dust. Water. Old and dirty. Cadaver. For now, it's fine, but it will begin to putrefy. D-Class personnel are required to remove the body to prevent contamination. List. Items on the list should be designated either blue or red, depending on the subject. This task has already been fulfilled. Red data logs. The color red. Scary but comforting as all the pieces come together. The color black. Does it howl? Fairness. To play fair, one must be higher on the food chain. Cadaver. Allowed to rot because it doesn't move or speak. Small spaces. Crawled through, as the other side is much better than the dark. D-225. Kidnapped before incineration because cadavers must be left to rot. Dr. Tia's lunch. Destroyed so D-225 can consume it in the afterlife. Necromancy. Used to fulfill the goal. The color scarlet. Symbolic of difference. A God-shaped hole. Thrown into to return to us. D-225's decaying organs. Replaced. D-225 D-225's desiccated skin, replaced. D-225's congealed blood, replaced. D-225's dead tissues and cells, replaced. D-225, replaced, relived, revived. The number 5, a good tool. The goal, to prevent the end of the world. D-225's importance, he's inside and outside. Humanity, success. Thank you for listening to this podcast. If you like what you hear, follow the link in the description to patreon.com/SCP Unredacted and help support me by becoming a patron for as little as $3 a month. You can get access to production logs, merchandise, recognition, and even a part in a skip. Regardless of tier, all patrons get early access to every single episode. I don't have the talent it takes to write a skip. All I do is read. Original authors make this podcast possible, so credit to the original author. Their links in the description. Show them some love as well. Consider becoming a member of the SCP Wiki. Upvote their work and maybe write a skip of your own. Maybe I'll read it here someday. You never know if you never try. The content of this podcast and content relating to the SCP Foundation, including the SCP Foundation logo, is licensed under Creative Commons Sharealike 3.0, and all concepts originate from scpwiki.com and its authors. This recording, being derived from this content, is hereby also released under Creative Commons Sharealike 3.0.